Dear students, today we are going to study another chapter, the second chapter of geography, landforms. In this chapter, first topic we are going to discuss mountains. What do you mean by mountains? The mountains are the lifted part of the earth which have marked slopes and peaks. A mountain can be defined as any natural elevation of the earth's surface. It is considerably higher than the surrounding area. Mountains vary in size and shapes. They are different heights. Some are old and some are young. On the basis of their origin, the mountains are classified into three main categories. First one is fold mountains. Fold mountains are formed when the earth crust is creased or buckled due to compression. This is generally takes place when the two plates collide or move towards each other. The collision causes the edges of the plates to be raised or lifted in the form of mountain. So, most of the fold mountains are formed at the edges of plates. As a result of the fold mountains are formed by the horizontal forces of the compression. Due to compression, the horizontal rocks strata compelled into series of upward and downwards called anticlines and synclines respectively. As most of the mountains are formed in the recent period of geographical history, they are also called young fold mountains. The Himalayas of India, the Rockies of North America, Andes of South America, the Alps of Europe, and the Great Dividing Range of Australia are some of the examples. Fold mountains formed in the earliest geographical time before the young fold mountains now become eroded and reduced in the size. These are called old fold mountains. Examples are Ural Mountain, Ural Mountain in Russia and Appalachian Mountain in east coast of USA and the Aravalli Range in central west India. These are the oldest fold mountain system in the world. Next topic, block mountains. Block mountains are created when a large area are brightly or cracked or broken up by fold lines and displaced vertically. The uplifted blocks are called host and the lowest part is carbon. These form a landscape can be seen in the Western Valley in Europe. Next one is volcanic mountains. Whenever in an eruption will occur, the lava come out and spread around the volcanic pipe. With the passage of time, this lava solidify and gives rise of volcanic mountains. Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa and Mount Fujiyama in Japan are the examples of this type. The mountains are storehouse of water, and many rivers have the source of the glaciers in mountains. Glaciers are rivers of ice and snow which have surrounded of the water for a large number of major rivers of the world. Water from the mountain is also used for irrigation and generation of hydroelectricity. Mountains have a rich variety of flora and fauna. Various animals, birds, and different type of plants find their habitat in the mountain. Mountains are also ideal location for tourists also. Tourists visit the mountain for the scenic beauty and as well as the popular sports like skiing, bank gliding and river running, etc. Next one is importance of mountains. Crores of people are living in the lowlands benefit from the mountains. Mountains are the source of both major and smaller rivers on the earth. Mountains are also play important role in the water cycle because the capture of moisture from the atmosphere and release it in the form of snow and water, which is essential for industrial settlements and agricultural activities downstream. Water from mountain is used to generate hydroelectric power. Renewable energy from the mountain promotes economic development, especially in the rural areas. In many developing countries, wood fuel from mountains is the main source of energy for the settlements. Mountains would provide timber for the local use and exports. Mountains are centers of biodiversity because they have plants, crops, and animals diversity. Mountains are also the source of wild foods such as mushrooms, birds, etc. Mountains also provide ground for recreation of sporting and tourism activities. However, mountains are prone to land aggradation, climatical change, natural disaster, and deforestation. People living in the mountain face climatical harshness and disasters. People in the mountain often suffer from the poverty and lack of access of education. Here you can see the fact there are more than 5,500 active volcanoes in the world. It is now together known as a ring of fire. So I think you understood the topic very well. Thank you.